Hello and welcome to the EQSP channel. Today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks for creating your own custom characters. These tips and tricks will give you a good head start when setting off into the brutal world of Wasteland 3. The first piece of advice I can give is to create your own character. That is from the character select. If you hit X, you can create 2 different characters, which will be the ones that you take through with you in the single player campaign. When choosing your character's background, there are various traits that you can see on the right that will increase, for instance, fire damage and explosive damage. My advice would be to choose ones that will increase your individual character's skills. There are several that do this. Desert Cat will increase perception +1, Kiss Ass +1 from Manorites, Barter +1 from Moneybags, and finally Hard Ass +1 from the boss. When customizing your character's appearance, if you go down to portraits, there is a very limited selection of portraits that you can choose for your character. My advice would be to choose one of these as the basis for what your character will look like. In this example, I've chosen this character here, and design your character around that portrait, and then select the one that you've chosen. When choosing your character's armor color, it's a good idea to have each character have their own unique color scheme, as this color scheme will follow the character around. Every time they equip a new piece of armor, the armor will be colored based on which armor color you chose for that particular character. Doing this allows for a more immersive experience and makes you become attached to each individual custom character that you create. When choosing your character's starting weapon, it's very tempting to go for the assault rifle or heavy weapon, for example, but the actual best weapon to choose for the very start is the semi-automatic pistol. This is because you will get a lot of ammo for this weapon initially, meaning you won't run out during the boss fight, and you will even get an upgraded pistol not very far into the game. When customizing your character's attributes points initially, my advice would be to put at least 2 into coordination straight away, which will increase your character's maximum action points. Putting 2 into strength will allow your character to wear heavier armor, which you will be getting very soon into the game. Putting 2 into intelligence will give you an extra skill point from the very start of the game, and you get an extra one every 2 levels of intelligence. And I like to put an extra skill point in charisma, which will increase the leadership range that your character gives to your other characters. If your second character is going for ranged weaponry, which is a piece of advice I will also give, take the 2 points out of strength and put them into awareness, as well as the extra one from charisma. This will increase the character's hit chance percentage, and that's very important when sniping. When customizing your character's skills, it's a good idea to increase your character's starter weapon at least 2 levels, giving you an extra perk. First aid is a very good immediate one to increase, as it allows you to use medkits initially. Nerd stuff is going to be useful throughout the game for you, which allows you to hack robots and computers at level 1. Leadership on at least one of your characters will give a bonus to the other character. It's a good idea to put this onto a character that is not your sniper, so the sniper gains the advantage of the extra hit percentage. And from the tip earlier, you should have a free skill point into Hard Ass because of the background that your character has. When choosing skills for your second character, I would again advise putting 2 skill points into their weapon of choice. In this case it's a sniper, which will allow for a new perk for them for free. At least one of your characters should have Animal Whisperer at level 1 from the start of the game. This allows you to tame wild animals, which can also fight for you in combat. At least one of your characters should have lockpicking at least at level 1 from the start of the game, and mechanics is also useful to have from the very get-go. When it comes to picking your character's quirk, it's actually a good idea to not choose one if you are new to the game. Whilst they do give good perks, the negative effects from these can be quite a hindrance further down the line for you. If you do feel like you need to choose one, my advice would be choosing the Prospector, which will reduce your quick slots by 1, but you will be able to find gold nuggets while digging, which you can sell for money. If you do not want to choose one, simply leave it on no quirk and press back, and the tick will go off.
If you have followed these tips and tricks correctly, you should be set up with your brand new custom Rangers, and you should be ready to take on the enemies that await you in Colorado. Thanks for watching. Bye!